Today, we are happy to share some highlights of our company. We will take you through the services and range of products that enable organizations to transform the way that collections are cared. First, we will present the EXPM and do a brief explanation of our mission and purpose. Second, we will talk about our services and how each one can enhance efficiency, capabilities and quality of actions. Third, what are the range of equipments that are a base of a good collection care center with focus on the Anoxia systems.
Let's start with a simple question. What is EXPM? EXPM is a provider of state-of-the-art products and services solutions for the collection care service.
EXPM combines technology with conservation and preservation at the highest level. Our engineering teams and conservator teams work together to develop equipment dedicated to our customers' sensitive collections. Here we have the design of an Anoxia chamber. Is an ecological, user-friendly disinfestation method. This process has no noxious secondary effects on the objects to be treated, nor does involve any risk to the health of the operators or users. It uses an inert gas, usually nitrogen, which causes death of the insects by asphyxia and dehydration. Anoxia eliminates the infesting insects at any stage of their development, eggs, larvae or adults. The equipment is designed for continuous and systematic treatment of documents and other archival objects. It has been designed to deal with books, documents and works of art. The system allows the parameters of the atmosphere inside the chamber to be set and controlled, providing an appropriate low oxygen content atmosphere for disinfestation purpose. This equipment is intuitive and has automated operation and control mechanisms. EXPM offers the setting up, conservation and preservation laboratories as a service. We offer a comprehensive technical and logistics support package which includes all stages of the setting up process: design, assembly, equipment installation, staff training and after-sales assistance are all part of our offer, covering all what is needed to get a new collection care space up and running. This is an integrated service including equipment selection, planning and technical support, determined by the nature, dimension and specification of the facilities to be designed. Our bespoke lab projects are available internationally. We can help you creating new facilities from scratch or upgrade and expand existing ones. We offer specialized conservation equipment, laboratory-grade resistant furniture, customized solutions for lab design, establishing health and safety protocols, and continued support. Independently of your location and type of collection, we can help your institution or company developing a world-class facility for heritage preservation.
From the moment an item enters a collection, it will need collection care to ensure its long-term preservation. At every stage of an item's journey, from its acquisition to research. An accessible item is not just an item that it's available and can be used for all, but it can be done so safely and in stable condition. Once items come into the collection, the safety of other existing items is the main priority. A conservator will make sure new items are isolated from the rest of the collection and clean the items necessary to remove any existing hazard. This is a process that should also be combined with Anoxia treatment for full and safe disinfestation. To carry out such activities, conservators need a special set of skills, based on the ability to be able to examine damage and be able to prioritize. For example, it is essential to detect the presence of mold early on and be able to successfully treat it before it affects other items in the collection or even individuals. Of course, decontamination is the first big action to make an item accessible and safe to handle. But then there are many other aspects where conservation can contribute to extend the life of an object and optimize its use. We can help making more items accessible by offering a repair service to stabilize objects that are currently undisplayable in galleries or too fragile to handle in reading rooms, such as items with insect or mold damage, tear, stains and other damage that impacts the condition and the aesthetic value of an object. To ensure collections are moved and installed safely, we can also offer handling training. On overall, collection care proves a great learning resource by bringing to light collections in a different way, assisting educational services with open days and conservation show and tell. Access is now extending beyond the galleries and reading rooms with efforts to mass digitize collections, and new questions are arising from every new project. Can I put this item on a scanner, or is it too fragile? Should I use a book cradle or actually a digital camera instead of a book scanner? And how do I get better visibility if there is damage in the way? And what if there are actual accidents to do with handling while digitization is taking place? How can we get somebody to remediate all these issues while we are doing our project? These are some, but not all, some of the details that collection care can optimize, making the whole project more efficient and also kinder for the objects being digitized. But when it comes to exhibitions and launch, it can also prove very valuable to have technical assistance from the point of view of a conservator. And it's not just for condition reports that they are always essential in terms of insurance claims and anything that might arise during a project in terms of condition, but also to provide general technical assistance and create the ideal conditions in a gallery for something to be displayed. These are all the benefits that probably most of you are all aware of, but collection care actually can include a lot more. Having the help of a conservator can help your institution to learn more about its own collection from a scientific point of view, like understanding materials composition at a different level and even investigate an item's background, history and authenticity through scientific analysis. It's also a great way to connect into other fields and connect history, art and science at a different level, really bringing something new into your institution. Now, looking after collections includes actually all these elements I spoke of, but world-class institutions depend on collection care to extend the lifespan of their collections, and they look at a variety of ways in which they can protect them. And we can look at these are different services that are integral to collection management, and they are essential for good housekeeping, and they are generally just good practice. IPM, or Integrated Pest Management, it's an essential program to monitor and deter unwanted pests from getting to the collection building. A lot more than baiting and setting trap. It's actually about understanding patterns and creating measures to combat potentially unwanted visitors. It can be done through monitorization and addressing vulnerabilities, and understand what can be improved in terms of housing the collection to stop pests from getting in. For a successful IPM program, a lot of vulnerabilities need to be addressed, but also it's a long-term plan tailored to your institution according to the needs of your collection in particular. Pest management is an integral part of preventive conservation. Preventive conservation services focus on creating a stable environment with adequate equipment and following high standards for storage and use. Preventive conservation will look at improving storage conditions and collection usage, promoting a sustainable practice. We can also offer a risk assessment service to mitigate hazards and prevent incidents for activities such as exhibitions, loans, and even opening a new gallery or extending the space. It's a good way of getting covered and getting impartial advice. Documented and to help you justify your decisions in terms of even letting out a loan or exhibiting an item in a certain way. We can also offer to monitor your collection constantly and analyze the readings of your environmental monitoring to detect if there are any discrepancies with the environment or the need for any improvement. If your institution hasn't got a policy for environmental monitoring or for preventive conservation, we can help you establish a policy according to the objects in your collection, finding the right type of environment and conditions to store items adequately. Finally, protect your collection from disasters and incidents by having team training to know how to deal with unforeseen. We can offer you a plan for a coordinated disaster response and offer backup in case of emergency. We can look at your collection and site evaluate to determine what should be the best response in terms of responding to an emergency. We can offer the right type of equipment, but also help you establish internal policy to deal with disaster and disaster preparedness. To sum it up, including collection care in your institution is a great way to stand out and set a benchmark in the sector. Also, to be able to operate as a hub, connecting different fields of expertise, and an opportunity to establish leadership in the heritage and cultural sectors.